training programs, we are working on developing a couple of different aspects of meat and poultry processing training programs. And it goes all the way from the youth to the students, and then also the producers and the processors. It might be a story that you want to tell and you don't know where to begin. If you want to start post-harvest processing, then that's where we're going to meet you at. And when we do that, we want to know like what you want to do, and then looking at the different programs that we have. So we have been doing workshops and different trainings. Some of them include the fabrication workshops, doing on-site demonstrations, also just breaking down different meat products, and then looking at the value added portion. So how much money can you make with moving your product forward? And when we do this, we were able to have every type of certification component. So as far as training, when you're looking at processing, if you were to start your own processing facility, or if you're interested in doing on-farm training, some of the things from the food safety aspect, we offer HACCP trainings. HACCP trainings, and then we can also offer fabrication breakdowns, and then you can get a certification from that. So that's one thing that was a plus with us, and then also being able to get that Tuskegee experience and feel, and then also understanding what you're doing. So some of the pictures come from, what we've been doing in the community. We do have the mobile processing unit as well, and then looking at our pilot program in the plant inside at the post-harvest center. So they offer a lot of different things that you would need to move forward. And the things that we can do is, pretty much up to you. So we have that aspect, and then we also want you to enjoy learning. So learning is one of the biggest things and factors for that. So if you're interested, and like I said, you don't know where to start, that's what we're here for. And just by looking at the meat and poultry processing aspect, Tuskegee is in the process of building a 7,000 square foot facility. And this is going to cover the beginning to the end, from harvest all the way out. So you should be able to bring your animals there so that they can get processed. And depending on what you want, the prices vary. And then we also want to be a service to the community so that you can get something processed. A lot of times the producer takes their animals to the stockyard. So thinking about the stockyard, that's one of the stopping points that you go to. But we also want to open your eyes to opportunities past that farm gate. So like looking into the processing and the value added perspective of it, and that's what we want to show you to be able to understand. So with the post-harvest processing aspect, there are many different things that you can do. If you're thinking about that, and then you're looking at, post-harvest processing, what value do you want to add? So you were saying, looking at that processing, what are you looking for your product? Is there anything in particular?
Perhaps sausage, even, utilizing the hide.
Okay.
Just getting as many streams off of that animal as possible.
Okay. So you trying to make it last throughout everything. So getting that education for that, doing that how to is something that, we provide as well, and just understanding the basis of that. And one of the things that I've seen is you have some that want to get started that don't know how, or either, they want to just go ahead and change things and look at the value moving forward with what they're doing. So some of the things we also have to cover with food safety is looking at those different interventions and methods. So not only do we talk about how to begin, when you're looking at processing and doing demonstrations, we also have to take into account the food safety aspect. That's very important when it comes to your product, because if some of the things that you don't do, or what happens with that, you don't want anybody to become sick from that. So that's very, very important. And we make sure we emphasize that with all of our classes as well. So when you come in, if you're doing a fabrication demonstration, if we're coming in, you're going to do the beginning to the end, and that also includes the cleaning. So you're going to do that with the facility so that you can learn the entire process, and then also learning what type of chemicals you're going to use, if you're using chemicals or whatever it is, because if you're going into organic processing, there are some certain things that you cannot use. And the ones that you can use, you'll know, but you'll be able to understand those differences in the value of it and how much money or what is needed for your operation.